Good luck, drivers. Let's race. Okay then, so welcome once again to Dorset Model Car Racing Club. Thanks for tuning in for this week's race videos. We have finished the qualifying here today and about to start the finals. So thanks again, I'm Alan, this is Dorset Model Car Racing Club. Enjoy the racing. Okay, so the end of the 3 rounds of qualifying, and we see 15 drivers for the Frontie class completing qualifying, with Jake Elford taking TQ. Novice, we've got Shay is the number 1 spot. Mini stock, we've got Rob Steele, and LMP, we've got Michael Bolt. So well done to everybody in qualifying. Let's start the finals. If we could have drivers out for the Frontie C final. So this week we are sticking with the grey Primafeld GT carpet, and to preserve it and protect it a little bit more, help with the grip and the performance of the carpet, we have chosen to limit the additive and just monitor and control what drivers are using. So you can see we've supplied an additive table there, and we are allowing all of our members to source up the tyres, put the additive on. We're all using the same. There are 3 additives that are on the BRCA list that we recommend that drivers to use. But if drivers haven't got an additive, we don't want to add to their expense, so we've provided it for them and put some on the table there for everybody to use. Seems to be helping. We're also trying out a slightly different tape just to try and lose the green lines on the track. Seems to be holding down quite well, but hopefully you can see that on the camera a little bit less. So we'll try it for this week, see how we get on. All small improvements, but hopefully in the right direction. Right then, so just thought I would give you a little bit more information about how to book in. Appreciate you tuning in to watch this video, and I just thought there may be a few of you out there wondering how you can join us. So if you go to our website, which is dmcrc.co.uk, you will see that we have a Find Us menu, and if you click on the Find Us, you will then see online booking in. There's a link there which takes you to a website that's been created by one of our members. I know I keep going on about what a fantastic club this is, and it's only as good as the members that offer and contribute their time and volunteer to help out the club, and this is a perfect example of that. So we've got a guy called Kevin at the club, and he has developed this website for us. We used to use a Facebook system that was discontinued, and we sort of got by for a little while until Kevin came up with this. So this is a fantastic achievement for us. Really helps us out a lot, and you can see on here we've got the dates that we're meeting every Saturday afternoon. It will tell you the number of people that are booked in for next Saturday, for example. You click on the book in, and that will open up the race event for next Saturday. You can see the list of people that have already booked in. You can see what classes they want to race for, and you go over to this section with your name. You type in your name and then the class you wish to race in. So we'll select mini stock Tamiya M chassis. Now you can put a PT number in this field here if you know it. It does help us out to be able to get the heat listings prepared for the Saturday afternoon. It's not an essential field. If you don't have it, don't worry about it too much. And the same in the notes comments. If there's anything you want to tell us that will help us to prepare for the race meeting on Saturday, then you can put your notes in there. So just a simple case of hitting this button here, book in, signs you up, and lets us know that you are going to be attending one of these events here on a Saturday afternoon. So a few little details in the description here of the event, and payment details you can also see on there. So very, very useful website that Kevin's produced for us here. If you want to book in for future events, some of our members that work shifts, this is ideal. Lets us know which Saturday they can attend. Helps us to plan and see who's racing and what class they're racing. So yeah, keep an eye on that one. It's very useful. There's other ways you can access it via our Facebook page. If you go to the Facebook page, you'll see it's a pinned post. So it should be somewhere near the top of our Facebook page. There is a group as well on Facebook, but go to the official page and you'll see the link on there for our booking in site, which is also known as RaceBase. Thanks to Kevin for setting this up. Brilliant achievement, and really does help us out. Okay, thank you. Let's get on with the racing. Excellent. Grid formation then on the main straight. Thank you, drivers. Marshall's ready. Marshall's looking sharp. Drivers are all poised on the stand there, ready to go. So let's do this then. We've got the Frontie C final for today with Dave Parkin on pole position, followed by Joe in the 2 spot, Calvin in the 3, and Steve Bennett in 4, and Samuel Richards in 5. So good luck, drivers. Let's race. Drivers off and running then. Get them on cleanly. Around these first few corners then, a bit of a mistake for the Bennett Racing car there. Oh, as he sees himself spinning around in the wrong direction. Right, so across the line then for this first lap, we've got Dave Parkin, we've got Joe, we've got Calvin, we've got Samuel, we've got Steve. So hopefully the marshal can get that back on the track. Excellent. So Steve Bennett then from the Bennett Racing team is back on all 4 wheels and are racing around the infield there in the Bennett Racing colours. Looking like a new shell for them today in the Frontie class. Usually doing very well in the mini stock class. And even LMP, so nice to see them trying out the Frontie class today. So just got 1 minute in then. So Dave and Joe is your 1 and 2. Very close together then as we see them on the infield. Dave in the pink and green, followed by Joe in the silver. Onto the straightaways they go down for lap 5. We've got Dave, we've got Joe. We've got a 0.59 gap between those two. So through the central section there and around in front of race control here, we've got Dave in the pink and green, currently with the fastest lap on track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in front of the driver's stand as we see 1 and 2. So Joe in the silver there looking very racy as we see Dave hooking up the tape a little bit as he hits the bot dot, and Joe makes his way past. So change of leader to Joe Wooten in the silver Frontie car, just coming up to some traffic there of Samuel Richards. So we've gone halfway into this race here at Dorset Model Car Racing Club today for the Frontie C final. On the main straight now is your lead car of Joe Wootton. So we will check then as they come round. We've just gone 3 minutes and we will see what the gap is to Dave. Dave Parkin in the second place then is 4.3 seconds behind. We've got Calvin third, Steve fourth and Samuel fifth. 3.5 minutes gone now, drivers. Nice to have a C final and see the comparable ability through some close qualifying with this class today. So it makes for some fun, interesting races no matter what final you're in. So here we are then, 4 minutes into this race. We've got 1 minute left to go. If we could have drivers for race 2 getting ready. The Frontie B final, you guys are up next. So drivers are checking their cars on the scrutineering table, just checking for loose screws and a few basic rule guidance notes on the table for ride height and weight and so on. 30 seconds left to go in this one now then. Joe's still holding on to that number 1 spot as he comes through the central chicane there and around this top section, around the hairpin. Final couple of corners onto the main straight for his last lap for Joe then. 15 laps so far. In front of the driver's stand we can see the camouflaged car of the silver Frontie, Joe Wootton then. Final few corners as he makes his way round and he is going to secure this one. Yes he is. Joe Wootton takes the win. So Joe in first place then, followed by Dave, followed by Calvin, followed by Steve, followed by Samuel was your finishing order for that one. Thank you very much, drivers. If we could have your cars on the table, please, and out to your corner marshal points, ready for race 2 would be awesome. Let's start race 2 then. Frontie B final. We've got Sean McFarlane taking the top spot for this one, followed by Anthony Richards, Paul Bravery, Clive Coombs and Stu Brooks. Good luck drivers, let's race. So all drivers off and running then. So we see Sean McFarland in the usual race colours of the yellow and green leading the way around these last couple of corners here at this top end of the straight in front of race control. So they complete lap 1 in the order they started. Nice to see the benefits of such a good turnout in this class today. Shows for some good races with equally matched ability. So it takes a lot of skill to get these round cleanly, and a mistake can really make a difference. Oh, exactly that. So Anthony Richards then, as he goes across the line, is the new leader, followed by Sean, followed by Paul, followed by Clive and Stu. A bit of tape damage there, Marshall. Thank you, Dave. It's off. So Sean then back up to the top, and Paul in second. So Sean McFarland around the top corner here onto the main straight for lap 5, followed by Paul Bravery in the yellow and white. Anthony Richards dropped down a little bit to third, and it looks like Stu has just made a move on Clive. So Stu Brooks then with the Kodak livery coming through the central chicane there as he goes a little bit wide, and Clive is hard on the brakes to avoid a collision as they come round. These two, less than half a second between them both. In front of the driver's stand for the battle going on for 4th and 5th. Stu has buried himself in the bot dot there. So Clive will come round now then up to 4th place. So he does. Out in front we still see Sean McFarland with this Frontie chassis coming round onto the straightaway. Sean McFarland in the yellow and green. Followed by Anthony Richards now made his way back up to 2nd place. So we're halfway into this race now then, as we see all 5 cars still equally matched. So less than 2 seconds between 1 and 2. Sean keeping it tight, nice and smooth around these corners. Oh, very tight, very tight. So good lines there with Sean. Anthony's doing all he can to try and close that gap down as we've just turned 3 minutes into this race. So we've got Sean, we've got Anthony. Less than a second now between 1 and 2. So 3.5 minutes gone then here at Dorset Model Car Racing Club for today's Frontie B final. Sean's having to start being a bit defensive there on the corners, shutting the door on Anthony as they come across the short straight there in front of the driver's stand and round through the central chicane for Sean McFarland and Anthony Richards then. Oh, a mistake for Anthony as he was just getting close enough to make a move. He sees him back off. He still holds on to the number 2 spot, but I think Paul Bravery's going to have him in his sights on that 3rd position at the moment. Clive still in 4th and Stu still in 5th. So we've gone 4 minutes into this race. If we could have drivers for the Frontie A final getting ready, over to the stand for checking your cars over, trying to protect this carpet as best as we can. So 25 seconds left as we see Sean on the main straight now, the yellow and green Frontie along the short straight and round through this centre chicane. So is he going to make it past the loop for one more lap? He is. So final lap then for Sean. Anthony's finished. Bit of a parade lap now for Sean. He's the only one still racing. Sean McFarland.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 minutes to
Okay then, so marshals are ready and drivers are ready. We are going to start this Frontie A final with Jake Elford on pole position, followed by John Pryor in the 2, Alfie Exton in the 3, Thomas Pryor in the 4 and Bradley Bolt in the 5. Good luck drivers, let's race. And they're off then, so Jake Elford in the blue is the top qualifier for today as he comes around this central section to complete lap 1. We'll see what they are when they go across the loop. We've got Jake, we've got John, we've got Alfie, we've got Thomas, we've got Bradley. So Thomas makes a move on Alfie by the look of it. So Jake Elford then in the blue out in front, and a problem for car 2. Problem for car 2, that was last week's winner and TQ driver. So John Pryor then is out. I think a broken spur gear, I think he said. So that's a shame. After the success of last week, taking the win. So 1 minute into this one then. 1 minute into this one. The lead car coming round in front of race control now is the blue car of Jake Elford. Lovely guy, Jake Elford. Nice to race with. You probably recognise him from Miniature Models, the local model shop to us. So 1.5 minutes gone then, as we see Thomas and Bradley battling it out for 2 and 3. So Thomas in the pink, Bradley in the yellow, as they come round into the central area there. Slight clip of the curb for Bradley in the yellow. Thomas tries to pull away now as he stretches his legs on the main straight, and they are 1 second between each other. So Jake on the main straight, sorry, the short straight in front of the driver's stand for Jake in the blue, coming up to some traffic as he makes his way past nice and cleanly. So that's Alfie in 4th place. So we're halfway into this one then, and there's a good battle going on with Thomas and Bradley. Thomas in the pink, Bradley in the yellow, coming round into the central chicane there as they make their way around this top section. So Bradley's looking very racy then. Onto the straightaway they go for lap 9. Bradley's not letting them get away then as they make their way around. 3 minutes gone, 2 minutes to go. Jake's disappeared out in the distance, but we've got a bit of a race going on with Thomas and Bradley. Hopefully Bradley can close that gap down a little bit and give us a bit of entertainment as they come around these few corners here at the top section in front of race control. What's the gap? Less than half a second now is the gap between Thomas and Bradley along the short straight in front of the driver's stand. So Thomas then in the pink, lost the rear end a little bit there. So onto the main straight, 3.5 minutes gone. Both drivers keeping it clean, showing us how to do it. Nice and clean, nice and smooth, good lines. Tight on those apexes there as they come round onto the main straight. What have we got this time? 0.3. So 0.3, 4 minutes into the race and 1 minute to go then. Oh, and a mistake for Bradley as he drives it into the wall. So that's going to stretch that lead out then for Thomas in the number 2 spot. So we've got Jake Elford then here at Dorset Model Car Racing Club in the Frontie A final. Currently your lead car. Coming around onto the main straight then, we've got 25 seconds left of this one. So drivers for race 4, you guys are out next. Thomas in the 2 then on the pink. And Bradley in third. So Alfie's finished. And Thomas is finished. Bradley's finished, and Jake comes along to take the win for the Frontie A final. Thank you then, drivers. If we could have your car on the stand, please.
and out to your corner marshal points. Well done to Jake, taking the win. Fortunate for last week's winner, John Pryor, only managed to complete one lap in this one, which is a great shame because his car was looking on fire throughout qualifying. It's very hot throughout qualifying today. So corner marshals then are ready, and we've got drivers on the main stand here ready to go at the Dorset Model Car Racing Club today for race 4. This is a combined class for the novice and mini stock. The M chassis class M for the B final today. We've got Shay taking the top spot, followed by Frank in the 2, David in the 3, Catherine in the 4, Sam in 5 and Harry in 6. Good luck drivers, let's race. So all drivers off and running then with a good start for Shay. So come round to complete the first lap then. We see all cars down for lap 1. I think we've got a bit of a timing issue, but we'll carry on. So if you have finished your race and want to pack away, please do so. If you borrowed a handout transponder, please return it to race control. If you still need to pay, please do so. So halfway into this one then, the race order shows Harry, Shay, Frank, Catherine, David and Sam. Three minutes gone then and 2 minutes to go. A bit of a mixture here with a couple of novice drivers and the mini stock drivers for this B final race 4 at Dorset Model Car Racing Club today. So I really appreciate everybody's turnout today. We see 34, I think, drivers today. So fantastic effort from everybody. That's 4 minutes then, drivers. If we could have the race 5 drivers getting ready. So thank you then, drivers. That's race 4 with the finishing order of Harry, Frank, Shay, Catherine, David and Sam. Okay then, let's do this. We've got race 5, drivers are good to go, marshals are looking sharp, and we see Rob Steele as the pole sitter for this race 5 M Chassis A final, followed by Glenn in the 2, Elliot in the 3, Steve in the 4, Henry in the 5 and Joe in the 6. Good luck, drivers, let's race. Drivers off and running then. We've got 4 from the Bennett Racing team. You can see they're all in the same livery. One of them rolled it, but I don't know which one. So out in front then, as we see them complete the first lap, we've got Rob Steele in his white and purple, followed by Glenn in the green and white. So both of those 2 drivers are keeping it very clean. Very smooth, tight lines then as they come around these few corners. Keeping it on track and trying to close down the gap between Rob and Glenn. Currently sitting at 2.1 seconds between those 2. Looks like Rob has got some nice lines there. He's managing to open that gap up a little bit, I think. We'll just see as they come across the timing loop this time round. So Rob Steele and Glenn Hubbard then, yes, 3.1 is the gap now. Still all to play for, we're just 1 minute into this race, we've got 4 minutes left to go. So finishing currently is Rob, Glenn, Elliot, Steve, Henry and Joe is the order at the moment for the M Chassis A final here today. So just a reminder, if you've borrowed a handout transponder, please return it. If you have finished your race and you want to give the table a wipe, there are some cleaning cloths at race control just to try and clean the tables, try and keep them in good order. 2 minutes gone then into race 5 with Rob, Glenn, Elliot, Henry, Steve and Joe. Rob now with a 7-second lead. So Rob Steele, last year's M Chassis Cup champion, showing us he still knows how to drive one of these chassis. We do have the M Chassis Cup coming up, so once a month starting in September. Trying to get as many M chassis on track as we can. Makes for some good racing. Three minutes and 3 minutes on the time. 2 minutes to go. We've got one more race after this one. So very good drivers' sportsmanship there, letting the lead car of Rob Steele come through cleanly. We've just gone 4 minutes into this one, so if we could have drivers for race 6 getting ready, please. Drivers for race 6, you guys are up next. The Bennett Racing cars then, as they make their way round, they are identifiable with a slightly different colour scheme on the rear wing. I need to remind myself who is who. So 20 seconds left then. So there we go, 5 minutes. And Rob's finished. So race over then, that is time. We see the finishing order then for that one of Rob Steele taking the win, followed by Glenn, Henry, Elliot, Steve and Joe. So if we could have cars on the stand, please, drivers, and straight out to your corner marshal points, ready for race 6. Right then, let's do this. We've got race 6 for the LMP 12th A final today. We've got Michael Bolt on pole position, followed by Thomas Pryor in the 2 spot and Reese Cooper in the 3. Good luck, drivers. Let's race. Drivers off and running then, as they have a bit of a coming together there on the first couple of corners. Sees Thomas Pryor out in front on this first lap as he comes round onto the straightaway and over the timing loop for Thomas Pryor, Michael Bolt, and Reese Cooper over the loop. So a bit of a coming together then. We're 30 seconds into this one. Thomas holding the lead at the moment with this green and blue body shell he's got. Coming around this top section for Thomas Pryor onto the main straight, followed by Michael with a 0.6 gap between those two. Looks like Michael getting a little bit caught on the tape with the body shell there then. So down the main straight they go, along the short straight in front of the driver's stand and around this central section through the chicane. And around the top corner here then onto the main straight. This time out we've got a 0.5 gap between these two. So nice to see Thomas Pryor in first place at the moment. He's doing very well, keeping that lead, as Michael is fairly close now. Thomas being very cautious on those corners not to make a mistake and keep it tight, closing the door on Michael as much as he can. Oh, and he hits the bottom dot and allows Michael to come through. As they come across the loop this time, we will see Michael followed by Thomas. So halfway into this race, as we see the bright orange car on the main straight now is your lead car. Cool. A bit of a problem for third place. Then 3 minutes into this one for the LMP 12th A final. We did have 4 cars booked in for this one, but only ended up with 3. Three and a half minutes gone then. 1.5 to go. So 4 minutes gone. As we see Thomas in the green and blue on the main straight now is second place. Making his way around, keeping it clean. Seconds left then, drivers. Time then, that is time. The race is finished as we see these last couple of corners. Michael taking the win, followed by Thomas second place. Excellent driving there from the LMP 12th. So that's us then. Thank you everybody. I really appreciate your help. Sorry we're late finishing again. Everybody, if we can, to pack away as quickly as possible. Please keep an eye on the group chat and let us know if you will be able to race next week. Enjoy your week and have a safe journey home. Thank you.
Okay then, so that's us done for another week. Just want to say a massive thank you to everybody today, and once again that is going to be my highlight for the week, is just how much fun we've had today. It's been great. We have had a huge turnout today for us. Really nice to spend the afternoon with these guys. Everybody helping, everybody chipping in. No real problems for anybody today, and some excellent racing out on track. So nice to have the A, B and C final. Really good to see when we have a large entry of the same class. Allows the ability to form the grid, and really great to see some good races. So I'm going to go and get packed up. Yeah, this is us. We are Dorset Model Car Racing Club. We're here in Poole. Please come and see us. Like and subscribe to YouTube videos. Please share the videos with your friends and stuff. Just let them know where we are. And come and see us. It's good fun. Bye for another week. Look at that, everybody like proper busy, and I'm feeling guilty just talking. Right, let's go. See you later. Bye.